This is the pros and cons of having a rare disability. I'm going to start off with the cons because, well, sad to say, it does seem kind of easier. Well, I guess the first con would be, it's just difficult because you can't really find many people that can relate to you. And sometimes you just feel really, really alone. Because, with the Hunter McDonald syndrome, it's so rare, My family is the only family in the United States with it. My mom has it, and she's the only person I could talk to about it that truly understands what I've gone through. But there are even things that I've gone through that she hasn't, and same with her, with me. It just makes things difficult also because I'm, young. I'm 22. It's hard to relate to your own mother when it comes to being young and in a different time setting than when she was growing up. Especially with, just things have really, really changed. And it just makes things more difficult. One thing I would say that's also difficult is just everyday things, normal things. People, they wake up, they're on a button-down shirt. Well, that's not as easy for me as it is other people. These are my hands. I don't know if you can see them that well. They don't function like normal hands do. But I've actually been going to hand therapy, so it's actually been helping a lot. And I've been actually able to do buttons. I've been able to open bottles, because that's another really, really difficult thing. Just opening regular soda bottles or any type of bottle or jar. But there are still some things that I had trouble with. I am attempting to learn the violin, which I hope to sometime in the future. I really want to learn. And eventually I hope I get there. The hardest thing for me is the strings, holding the strings, because I'm going to use this hand for the strings if my arm looks like huge with the depth perception of the camera. But, my arm's going to be out here, and it's really, really hard to, I don't think you can see, with these hands. My ring finger, I could barely move it. I could just move it like that, and that's about it. It's bad. I will never, just even the thought of never being able to wear a wedding ring on that finger, unless it was like specially made with a clasp or something that, something like really, really fancy and expensive that, I'm not gonna feel like shelling out. But just, it's tough. But I hope I can at least get past a lot of that with therapy and determination. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish I could do that I can't. Physical things that, have nothing to, that is not really just with my hands, like dancing. I would love to be able to, dance, on my feet. I know they have things like wheelchair ballroom dancing and some wheelchair dancing, but I would actually love to be out there. So, when I say dancing, I think more like classical dancing, like ballroom dancing, ballet, things like that. The stuff like that is something I've always had an interest in and that I've always wanted to do. But I mean, the fact is I can't just sit there and say, oh, you could do this, you could do anything. I mean, as nice and as confident as that sounds, that's just not possible. There are some things that are impossible. I have to be careful with my body, or else I can seriously damage it. I was told by my doctor that the 2 discs in my spine, the ones in my neck, are rotated or dislocated in a way where it's crushing part of my spinal cord. And if I hurt myself or fall or, anything of that nature, I could be paralyzed for the rest of my life. I don't want to think about that, but that's my reality. I mean, they're giving me the option of surgery, but I haven't decided anything. I'm going to I'm going to talk to a surgeon next month in April, and I'm going to talk about the risk and at least get some information and maybe figure out if it's something I possibly want to do. I'm going to stop talking about the cons because it's kind of bumming me out. But let's see, what are some pros to having a rare disorder? I am in the medical journal. I am in the medical journal. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if that should be a pro, but I think it's cool. I mean, I'm in the medical journal. I feel sometimes really unique because, well, not many people really have this, so I guess I do kind of make it a part of me, which makes me feel even more of an individual. I don't know if I should do that or not, but that's how I feel sometimes. It helps me get through it somewhat. I think one thing though, I really want to inspire people. I really have. I mean, some people say that I'm inspiring, which that makes me feel really, really good. But, oh my gosh, cat. Sorry, my table is wobbly and my cat is just, he's fat and he just jumps on the table and makes it. Well, anyways, back to what I'm saying. I would love to inspire people all around the world, all around, me. But yeah, I mean, there are some things that with limitations you can't do, but that's life. But there is a lot of things that I can do. I mean, I love photography and I love acting. Those are my passions. There's something that, I mean, I've wanted to do acting since I was 11 years old, and I've learned so much about it, and anything has just made me want to do it more. I absolutely love it. That's my life. Photography, I mean, it's a newer passion, but it's still there. I am very, very grateful that I took up photography, and I feel so, I don't know, it just, I don't know how to describe it. It feels really good, but even if you have limitations, you can do a lot of things that you love. Don't let having limitations define you. Sure, I have limitations, and I have a rare disability that sometimes I could just identify with. But I think it helps me be who I am. It makes me want to push forward more, not my limitations, but what I can do. Well, now I think I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I know I haven't talked about my disorder in a long time. So, sorry, stupid phone. I'm gonna get off now. So, I know it's been a couple years. Alright, bye bye.